Hey Jacob.
You what?
It's time to get frosty. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Joey and my good friend Jacob.
How's it going?
Here again to review Flash, Season 2, Episode 14, titled Escape from Earth 2. Now, I think this is a really good episode, but Jacob, let's bring us into the episode.
Alright, so it starts off with Zoom on Earth 2. He's on the hunt for Wells because he knows that Wells is on Earth 2 now because he has Barry. And he's handing all these flyers to like cops and people, and then he writes Wells' name, bring me Wells on a building with fire that he spawns from his feet.
What?
But what happens next?
Or he has some matches. Then Cisco giving Wells the down low of what happened earlier with the fighting of the Gang 2.0 and Cisco and Barry, and that Zoom has Barry and stuff. But then Cisco shows that he took Reverb's goggles, which were they're a little messed up, but they can fix them, so that he can get like the frequency from Earth 2.
Yeah, then he's like, but then it's not working for him because he's like nervous, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Then we remember. Oh wait, who did we lock in the closet yesterday? Oh yeah, it was Barry 2.0. He's like, guys, I was in there all day. Oh no! He was like, how long was I in there?
And then Wells was like, about a day.
He's like, what?
And I like this Barry, even though he's kind of like whiny and
he's
nerdy,
so nerdy.
but it works. But
he's so gosh diggity darn nerdy. It's amazing.
And then Zoom is in the house. I don't remember. Oh yeah, because he's in Star Labs now, and he's like did he kill that guy that was going to be Firestorm 2.0 on Earth 1?
Oh.
I don't think he killed
the
him.
other guy from the...
Yeah, I don't think he killed him.
I don't know. All we saw was him holding him up and saying, like, tell me where Wells is. And that was it. Yeah,
so then after that, Wells has a time vault in his study, just like in Earth 1. And then...
like a hidey hole.
Yeah, and he has camouflage walls, so Zoom goes in there and he doesn't see anything.
He phases through the wall, just knowing that the time vault's there, and then he just sees the regular wall. He's like, oh, and he leaves.
And then we go to Zoom's lair, and the metal guy's knocking on glass, and they're like, what are you trying to tell us, man? Like, stop doing that.
Talk, dude!
Yeah, and he's like, I got this mask on.
Use words!
And then...
he's like...
yeah, he's just knocking on the wall. And then,
Caitlin's working on the Velocity 8. I thought she was working on the Velocity 9.
Yeah, well...
I thought they had... No, I thought she had just finished the Velocity 8.
I think that's what... Well, yeah, she had gotten the Velocity 8, and then something happened that I was unsure about, where she just automatically skips to Velocity 9 later on in the episode. Like, she's like, this one isn't going to work, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it was her and Jay, and she needed to figure out a way to, like, make it so, like, he didn't wear off.
And it showed, they also said that Velocity 7 is damaging Jay's cells even more, that he's using it, so they got to make another one.
Yeah. Geomancer, that's what his name was.
Yes, the guy that creates all the earthquakes. Yeah. He's just, like, breaking stuff.
He's weird. He likes to punch the ground.
And then
that's his thing. He just goes places and punches the floor.
He's like, bring me, like, Flash, come on. But then, then we see Iris dealing with the new editor out paper, because I just remembered that her old editor died because because of Dr. Light.
Yep.
Yeah, light through the chest. But
no, was it just another reporter that Wells killed?
Yeah, it was just
okay.
Yeah, and then so I like that they kind of reminded us of that after like 5 episodes, but then and like he's like, I don't want you to write this stuff about Flash coming back because we don't know if he is. Like, as a reporter, as a journalist student, I know that you're supposed to tell the truth, and so I like that they were talking about that. And then we see
Barry 2.0 giving Iris 2.0 the down low in his own nerdy way,
because he's telling him about like that I'm not the guy that was Barry yesterday. That wasn't me. And then she's then she's like even the makeout part, and then Barry's like,
oh, we're going to talk about this, and it's never mentioned again for the rest of the episode. They just forget about it, and they're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, he was like, did he get...
Yeah, we made out a little bit.
He's like, did he get frisky with you? But, I think he's like talking about... He's talking about like some nerdy show. He's like, this is just like that episode of that show. But then...
What, you guys haven't seen it? No, because it doesn't exist.
And then,
they plan to get Killer Frost to tell them where Zoom is, because she's the only one that knows where Zoom's
yeah,
is.
and then it shows that Barry has his own thing, kind of like Cisco's app that he made.
Yeah.
That, like predicts where the metahumans are going to be.
Triangulates all the patterns and what directions they're going when they go to places,
Yeah.
and it centers around like the guess of where the layer is or whatever.
And then it shows them that that she's in this forest place, and then you see all these metahuman posters. Yeah, you see these metahuman posters they have in Barry's lab, like Dr. Light, and I didn't really see any of the other ones, but yeah, it was a cool Easter egg.
Yeah.
Then it goes back to his lair, Zoom's lair, and it shows Metal Guy's Matt. I don't know. We don't know his name.
We don't know because he doesn't talk because he just taps on the glass.
And then Barry figures out that it's a 5x5 pattern used by prisoners of war, which kind of, it doesn't really tell us who it is, but maybe it's Diggle from, like I was saying, because remember he was
Diggle 2.0?
He was in the war.
No, that guy's white.
I don't know.
That guy's white. You can see his neck.
Maybe he's probably white, but
you can see his neck. You can see that he's like a white old dude. I don't know.
Well,
maybe it's Barry's dad. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's Barry's dad. But then
we just don't know.
Yeah. So then him and Wells' daughter try to figure out what the pattern is, and then it goes back to Earth 1. Then, like I said, Caitlin's working on the Velocity 9 now.
And she makes it.
Yeah, and then
it gives Jay speed, and then he goes, and like it wears off, but he doesn't just collapse and stuff.
Yes,
it's
better and it's not damaging him, but it still wears off.
Yeah, it wears off, but he's not deadbeat tired. He's just a little tired.
But then Iris just walks in. She's like, "I want to write an article about you," and he's like, "I don't know, man." And then we see Geomancer bring down a building,
and then he goes off in the labs.
Yeah. And then Jay takes the Velocity 9, runs, saves all the people out of the building, and then he runs back to...
He saved 4 people.
Yeah, I know. And then
they were it was a giant building, and he took 4 people. He was that's everyone. And then the building falls. I'm like, there were more than 4 people in that building.
And they didn't really even have any time to evacuate. This was all in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But whatever. He's probably right. His super speed. He's totally used to, his super thinking after a year of not having speed.
Yeah. And then Wells' daughter is having an identity crisis, saying she's not smart and stuff. And Barry's like, shut up, you're smart. Your dad says you're smart. She's like, my dad said I'm smart?
Oh my god.
Let's figure it out. And they figure it out, and they see that the mask guy is spelling J. Yes. And he has a theory about J, which I don't really see it at all. I kind of see it, kind of makes sense. But what's your theory?
Well, I kind of explained this 2 episodes ago, I think, where we see the guy that is Zoom or Jay on Earth 1.
Jay Zolomon.
Yeah, and he's in the comics. That character is Zoom.
Henry Zolomon.
Yeah, Henry's in that comics. The character is Zoom. So maybe they're changing it up, and this this Earth 2 version of Jay is actually Zoom. Or something. It doesn't really make any sense because he's on Earth 1 at the same time. But I don't know. But because we
after images.
Yeah, he's spelling out J.
We'll figure it out.
And then he's and then Barry's like, "What about him?" He's not with us. We don't have him. And then he's just like, "No, that's not what I'm saying." But
no, we need Jay. Jay's the only one that gives it because we don't really know because he's not talking.
Yes.
But maybe it's there's something about Jay that will help them defeat Zoom.
Something that's...
Something. Jay has something for us.
Yes. And I actually like that we got to see some Jay action as the Flash, because it's only been the whole season.
Yeah.
We haven't really gotten to see him beat the Flash.
And then Zoom hears them talking and he goes down and he beats the poop out of Barry.
Yes, he beats the living poop out of him. And then Barry figures out that he can phase through the glass.
Yeah, he figures out how to get through his cage.
Yeah, and he can't do it at first, but...
Yeah, because it's the different frequencies of the Earth and stuff.
And then we get to see Cisco and the team.
She calls... Yeah, they find Killer Frost in the woods. And then he calls her Elsa. I don't think they all got the reference. Yeah. I think like... Yeah. I don't think like anyone got the reference. Yeah, Cisco was the only one from Earth 1.
That's true. And then
she tries to kill him, but they get the one-up on her.
Yes, like, Cisco has his weird thing.
Who was it? I think it was Iris. She's like, don't move. And then Killer Frost just like... and like takes her gun, and then Cisco's like, don't move.
Yeah.
From somewhere else. And they're like, okay.
And then Caitlin figured out how to cure Jay. But Geomancer just walks right in
with the crappy security system at Star Labs, where just anyone can just walk in whenever they want.
Yes, and right before he walks in, Caitlin's like she's talks on the speaker systems. Jay like, I figured out something. Wake up.
We need you to get up here right now because he went to the basement to take a nap, which might be a reason why he zoomed because he went to the basement to take a nap so no one would disturb him so he could run back to Earth 2 and be zoomed for a while.
And be poop at a berry. And
yeah.
Something like that.
But, I don't know.
But then
he starts trashing up the building.
Yeah, so it's like using his,
punching the floor.
Yeah. And then
all that stuff.
Caitlin shoots him in the neck with the electric shock thing.
Yeah, and Iris is like, man, you have good aim. And she's like, I was aiming for his ankle. And she hit him in the neck, like, that's far away because he was standing up.
And then Killer Frost agrees to help them bring them to Zoom's lair.
Yeah, they finally guilted her into it because they're like, yo, Zoom killed Ronnie.
Yeah, and I know that...
You hate him.
Yeah.
You want to get revenge on him. And she's like, but he'll kill me. Yeah, but if we get revenge on him, then he won't be able to kill you because he'll be dead. Like, that's the thing.
She just goes along with it eventually.
Yeah.
And then we see Barry trying to phase through the cage, but he can't do it because of the frequency thing.
Yeah.
And Killer Frost makes some ice stairs.
And then Nerdy Barry's like, but I'm wearing slippery shoes. This won't be fun.
And Iris like, you don't have to do this. And he's like, no, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I'm going to climb those ice stairs.
And then, was Jay asleep that entire time? Because Joe... We see Joe arresting Geomancer. So Joe had time to get there, arrest Geomancer, and then we see Jay walk up.
He walks in, and he goes, sorry, I came up as soon as I could. That's why he zoomed.
Yeah.
Because he said that.
Yes.
Maybe that's why, I don't know.
But then Geomancer's tremors damage the breach to Earth 2. So
it doesn't damage the breach. It damages the things that are holding the breach open.
Yes. So... So him and Joe, they like work together to keep the breach intact long enough for Barry and them to get back to Earth 1.
Yes. Then they get into Zoom's lair, and Wells reunites with his daughter, hugging her through the cage. Oh my God, I love you.
And then Killer Frost uses her ice to break the chain, but she can't use her powers on Barry's cage because it's special.
It's some special material that she can't freeze through or something.
And then Barry 2.0 motivates Barry to phase through his cage. He's like...
He gives him a whole pep-up talk.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, man, I'm going to do it. And he just phases right through the cage. And then it's revealed that Killer Frost let Zoom know that...
Does she let them know?
Well...
Yeah,
because he was like, you betrayed us, man. And she's like, I'm not...
I did what I had to do.
I'm as cold as you thought. Then
I'm as cold as it can get. So then, Zoom's like, and then she starts freezing Zoom. And it's not going to stop him, it's just holding him back.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't do this forever. Get out of here. And Barry's like, we need to save the guy. And Wells is like, no, we don't. He's like, we need to save him. He's like, no, we don't. He's like, I'll come back for you.
Eventually.
Yeah.
And then, it shows Jade using his speed to stabilize the breach while Joe's flipping the switches that got, unflipped.
Okay, that's the reason the Jay's not zoomed. Because the portal was closed and he couldn't get through. Because that stuff was happening, we assumed simultaneously.
He's a clone.
And they fixed the breaches so bad because there's 4 things holding the thing open.
Yeah.
And there's 1 switch at the bottom. And there were 4 of them there. Besides Jay. So Jay could be using his speed to hold it, but they just sent Joe in to do switches one at a time. He got the last one, he's like, I can't get it. And then Iris went in and she's like, I'll get it. And Joe's like, no, I got it. But like if they all went in and all did one of the switches at the same time.
I know, it didn't make any sense.
It wouldn't have been dangerous for any of them.
Yes. But then Barry and Iris 2.0 have some family in Atlantis. That's where they can go to hide out from Zoom.
Yeah, because Zoom's pissed.
And then Wells' daughter is like, "You want me to go back to Earth 1 with you after everything that I have here?" He's like, "I just saved your life. Let's go. Come on." And then Cisco and her go through the breach first.
Yeah, because they're in Star Labs, and then the alarm that says that Zoom is a speedster is in the building goes off, and they're like, "We need to go now, because we don't have enough time to figure something out or whatever, or come back for you because Zoom is here. He knows where we are." So they go through,
and then Zoom grabs Wells. Yeah, and then he's like, "I got you now," and he stabs.
Wells is like, "No, you don't. Needle."
Yeah. He already got fooled by the needle trick before with Cisco, but anyways.
Now this scene is just silly. Okay.
Yes.
They get back to Earth 1. It's Wells' daughter, Cisco, Barry. I think that was all of them. Yeah. So they're back and they're all together in the room outside the portal. And they throw the bomb in the portal to close the portal, and they're like, "Yeah, we did it!" And it makes sense because then if Eobard comes back in time again, he'll see that Wells, which will convince him even more to become Wells in the past. When he finally figures out who Barry is, because he has to do that. We forgot about that. So, that happens, and they're like, "Bomb, yeah," and the bomb's taking forever to go off. And Jay's like, "We did it," and he walks up to the portal, he turns around, he's like, "Nice." Then what happens, Jacob?
And then Zoom puts his hand right through his chest, and then pulls him into Earth 2.
And then the portal closes.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that was a pretty intense scene, but why was Jay standing so close to the portal?
Okay, one, yes, I know. Why was Jay just standing there with his back to the portal? It doesn't make any sense. Two, we already know that they're going to open another portal to Earth 2, because Zoom is the main protagonist of the season.
Yes.
and they didn't defeat him, and he just, killed Jay.
Yeah.
So we know that that's not going to happen. Three, I don't know, think of a third reason yourself. Let us know in the comments. I know there's a third reason somewhere in this.
Yes. But there's something going on with Jay that connects to Zoom.
Something.
Who Zoom is, we're going to find out eventually.
Hopefully next week, maybe, but probably not.
Next week is...
Because the shark dude's coming back.
Yeah, next week is a special episode. It's a sort of crossover. It has Diggle and, I think, Black Canary on the episode with him. Yeah. Whatever.
Maybe they'll be good without the rest of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have a pretty good intro next week, so be sure to stick around and check that out. My name's Joey Lacasse.
Jacob Isotels.
See you later, bro.